All right, here's example 3, our last example. It says graph f of x equals negative 0.5 x squared plus 2, and g of x equals f of x minus 7. Then describe the transformation from from the graph of f to the graph of g, then graph f and g in the same coordinate plane. Then you're going to write the equation that represents g in terms of x. Okay, so a lot of words there. Basically, it's saying, as we're looking at this equation right here, what's happening here, right? So we're taking this f of x. Let me see if I can pull out a highlighter. We're taking f of x, so we're taking everything here and subtracting 7 from that. So that should sound like a horizontal shift. In fact, here, let's actually graph this. So if we do f of x equals negative, oops, not equals, negative 0.5 x squared plus 2. And then we graph, let's say, we'll do g, let's see if this works. G of x equals f of x minus 7. Let's see if this actually worked. Perfect. That's what I was hoping it would. All right, so notice how we took everything in that first function. So we took f of x, and it took everything there, and we just subtracted 7 from each of the numbers in that graph. So if you notice here, watch. My y-intercept is at 7, so my y-intercept's at 2, so if we do 2 minus 7, we'll get negative 5. In fact, here, let's do this. We'll make a table really quick. We'll do it this way. Table. Nope, not a folder. My bad. Going too fast here. All right, we're going to change our y to f of x1 with parentheses, x1. So whatever's in the x1 column is going to get plugged into my top equation, the blue line. And we also want to do, let's do g of x. So we need to grab the letter g, parentheses, x1. All right, now let's see if I can won't be able to slide that over anymore. All right, so if we do, let's just pick 5 numbers. So negative 2, negative 1, 0, and 2. Hey, let's go back. So we want this to be 1. Okay, so when in my red column, we have my y, when x is 0, y is 2. So if we do 2 minus 7, it's going to be negative 5. And if we do 1.5 minus 7, that's going to be negative 5.5. And 0 minus 7, so literally every single point between the blue line, the blue graph, and the green graph is going to be 7 away from each other. All right, so now we want to actually write this in terms of x. So basically what that's saying is when we are writing this now, we want let's erase that. Still using the highlighter. We want something that looks like this. We have g of x, g of x equals something minus 7, right? Excuse me. All right, so remember, we're taking everything from my original equation. We're taking everything from this original equation. So I'm going to go ahead and erase all of this. So I'm going to write negative 0.5x squared. Actually, no, let's actually write the equation first. So we're taking f of x and then minus 7. And then I'm going to replace f of x. So I'm going to treat this like there's y. And I'm going to, wherever that f of x is, I'm going to replace that with it. So we're going to write negative 0.5 x squared minus, or is it plus 2, minus 7. Okay, so now we just want to solve and simplify. So we're going to get g of x equals, we only have the 1x squared, so I'm just going to write it. So 0.5x squared, and then we wanted to write this as 2 minus 7, which is going to be negative 5. And this is going to be the equation for g in terms of x. And so actually, it's the whole thing. All right, so there is our third and last example. The homework is going to be a little different today. I'm going to give you a list of problems in Google Classroom. Just go to the PDF that I sent you and do the numbers that I've told you about, that I've written down. Just write that in your notebook. And once you're done with that, you are done for today. And I hope you have a great weekend.